Hello viewers, welcome back to the Moose Mobile Auto Repair channel, and today we're working on a 2011 Kia Forte 5 with the 2.4 liter engine. Previously we did some diagnostics on the P0455 EVAP large leak, and so today we are going to be replacing the necessary parts that we need to do. And I don't have all of the parts specified in the previous video, but I do have the parts to fix the EVAP issue. So for now, we are going to get started on the replacement, the repair for this vehicle. So now, if you haven't seen the previous video, I'm going to leave a link on the screen if you want to watch that. And in this video, we are doing the replacement of the parts. So now I have all of the parts for the EVAP stuff. This is the vapor canister filter, and this is the part number. This is an actual filter similar to like an air filter. I'm just trying to see if I can give you guys a close-up. So if you have a look inside, it's similar to like an air filter. This is a filter for the charcoal canister to filter out the gases and the fumes for the fuel vapors and things like that. So that's what that's for. So that's that. And then I have the canister close valve that's going to be attaching to the filter. And then I have the bracket assembly for the vapor filter. The one on the vehicle is rusted and rotted away, and then later we are going to be doing the purge valve, which is underneath the hood. I do have some split hoses, but I'm not able to get them yet, so I have to source them somewhere else. The Kia dealership has some stuff on back order for a minimum of 60 days, so I'm not able to get those parts, so I have to source them from somewhere else. So I have the vehicle raised up in the air. The EVAP related stuff is hiding behind the left rear wheel, so we need to take the wheel off to get some access. So the vapor filter is located here. And this is the canister close valve. So we need to remove the electrical connector and the hoses first. And then there's the bracket. There's two, I believe, 10mm bolts. It's fairly rusty. So we'll try to see if we can spray like penetrating oil or something. So remove the electrical connection for the canister close valve and get that out of the way. We're going to spray this down. I'm not sure if it will do anything, but it's worth a try. So I'm going to see if I can remove the hose clamp. some cases you may need a new clamp if this one is too like rusted away, if it breaks. So I'm trying to see if I can remove this hose out. Yeah. I need to remove the plastic clip holder for the connector. And you can see that the bracket has broken apart. So because of all the rust. That's why I ordered the bracket. It's junk. This is probably just going to break apart. So somehow I need to save these bolts, or I need to use brand new ones. So I believe that the entire canister has to come out, because there are multiple mounting bolts on the bracket. So I'm just having a look at the new bracket and comparing it and see on how it goes. So I may need to disconnect a lot more than what I anticipated. So now we are underneath the vehicle. We are going to start removing all the hoses and stuff. There's also a mounting bolt somewhere here for the charcoal canister. So we probably have to take that apart as well. Remove the hose. So if you look up here, you'll see there's a bolt right here. I think it's a 12 or a 13. So we'll see if we can get that off. Probably going to spray it down. Spread it down with penetrating oil. Fairly rusty. I don't know if we'll be able to get this off because there's the bracket piece connected to the charcoal canister. So we'll see what happens. You don't want to use impact tools for this stuff, so you want to use a ratchet, so that way the bolts don't break upon removal. Because a lot of times you will be able to save them if you manually take them out. So you want to do it by hand only. That's the bolt. This one. I don't know if that's one bolt holding the canister. The main bolt is probably one more in the back, I think. So there is one bolt back here. It was a 12 millimeter actually. So I said 12 or 13, so I was right. I think this one is probably the same size. Also, I think this is a 12 too. Yeah. So yeah, they probably wouldn't use different bolts in situations like this. So everything is going to fall down, so make sure you grab the canister. Don't let it fall down, otherwise it's going to break. There's that bolt. I think it's starting to rain a little bit now, so I think this should just come out and drop down. All the rust and stuff. So we're just going to settle this down. We probably have to transfer the components and stuff because there's no way to work on it while it's on the vehicle. It's just going to be difficult. So now I have the charcoal canister and bracket assembly settled down, and we probably have to remove the bolt here so we can take this apart and put on the new bracket. So let's see if we can get this one out. This is a 10 millimeter. Trying to hold it and remove it at the same time to loosen it up. Get this out. This bracket is like stuck onto the plastic. Probably have to spray it down. This piece is stuck onto the plastic. This is the reason why usually I just call everything all together, because they never come apart easily, especially a charcoal canister. So don't be afraid to call the entire system, including the charcoal canister, because if something goes wrong, then you're gonna have to tell the customer it's gonna be more money. So it's better sometimes to over quote than to under quote. But I didn't call the charcoal canister on this, but I'm just trying to see if I can get this out without disturbing anything else. So we just need to be extremely careful and patient. I may need to remove the hose for the canister, the clamp, because that's what's in the way. This hose clamp here is probably in the way. And hopefully, I don't know if we can be able to slide this out easily or not. So it's coming out now. Need to fish it through away from the canister so it can separate the two. Just trying to see what's holding this back. This stuff is like stuck, just like glue. So we're gonna be replacing this. I have some new bolts. I don't know if I'll be able to reuse these two bolts and transfer over the components. So I was able to loosen this one. So maybe we'll be able to reuse these bolts. I don't know. They're not on extremely tight, so we're able to get them out. So once again, don't be afraid to call all of the components, because more often than not, these components won't be able to separate upon removal. So you need to watch out for that, and that's another reason why I call the canister close valve at the same time with the filter, because there's a seal inside that could probably be worn out, and upon removal, as I stated, that it was leaking from behind here. You see all the cracks, that's where it was leaking from, but we could not see that because the bracket was covering up everything, so you can't really see those cracks. And so now I removed it, you can see the cracks. So this, we're not going to bother taking this out. We have a new one, so we're just going to install the new one into the vapor filter. And so now we're just going to transfer over the components, probably reuse these bolts and put some anti-seize on them. So we have the new part compared to the old part, and transfer over the components. This is the canister close valve. So probably gonna put some dielectric grease around the seal so that it goes in easily. You just need to put it in the same way as you see it. This will just go inside. There we go. It goes in a certain direction. Easily try not to force it in, so it goes in like this, clicks into place, and then you can turn it afterwards. You'll hear a snap when you put it in. So this is the same, just like this, just for a comparison's sake. So now we're just going to transfer over the components now. And if you want, at the very end, you can spray some like the rust proofing stuff, because this is very thin metal, and so it collects rust very easily.
These you don't need to tighten it down all that tight, just snug. You should be fine. This is plastic, so you don't want to tighten it down all that much. Just a little tiny bit, and that's it. So now we just need to separate the electrical connector from this rotted piece to get this out of the way, because that has to come out to mount it onto the new one. I don't know how this is going to come out. You can squeeze this if you want, if you can pry it off. Everything is just coming apart on this crap here. Well, you can just remove the rusted stuff if yours is rusted and rotted away. Then you don't have to do anything really. It just comes apart just like that, fairly easily. So that's that. We're all good to go. We're going to put this back all together now and reconnect the hoses last. We're going to transfer the bracket back onto the canister. This has to go through this hose here, over and under. I think that's right. It needs to go like this on the side, just like so. I think that's right. Then we can just reinstall this back onto the vehicle now. So it's going to look like this. When you put it back on the vehicle, you should see those two bolts. So anyhow, I'm going to fix that, and we're going to install this back onto the vehicle. So this is going to go just like this. So this is going to go like this. We're going to go like, I think like that. Hang on a second. So I think it's gonna go like this, I believe. Just trying to get this to line up properly, like that, and then just can mount on the bolts before you install the canister onto the vehicle. So now install this bolt here mounting bolt. I already put some, I sprayed it down and I put some anti-seize on it. It's a 10 mil with a mounting bolt. It's starting to rain a little bit more now, so I need to hurry up and get this done. So that's that. We can install the canister back onto the vehicle now. So we're going to spray some penetrating oil inside the holes just to make it easier to get the bolts in. So we are going to install this back. So just hand tighten first both of the bolts before you start tightening them up. There's an opening in which you need to line up the hole to get it in, and then there's the threaded portion opening to get it in. So you gotta make sure you line that up first, otherwise it's not going to go in. We're going to start tightening up the bolts. And then now you need to tighten the other bolt back here. So once that's done, you can install the hoses. Install the hose for the vapor filter. Reinstall and reroute that clamp. And then we have to do the clamp for the canister. Install the hose for the canister purge valve. Clamps. The other one. Now we need to install the electrical connection for the canister close valve.
Make sure it's seated in properly and clicks in. And you need to put the clips back. There's the opening. There's the three open. There's two openings there.
So we'll just leave this one here, and I don't know if there was another one clamped onto somewhere. I think it's from behind. So the other one is on top. It's from behind. The hose in the back. So that one goes behind. This one goes in the front at the bottom. The hose is for the one on top.
So that's that for this one. Everything is reinstalled. You can spray some of the rust proofing stuff if you want on the bracket before or after. It's all up to you. And that's going to be it for this one here. We are going to go underneath the hood now to replace the purge valve. You just need to reinstall the wheel. I think the torque spec is 100 foot-pounds on this Kia. So now we are going to be replacing the purge valve. That's the other part that we have to do. Remove the engine cover out of the way to get access to the purge valve, which is over here. The purge valve is here, so you need to remove the electrical connector out of the way. Just trying to get some access to see where would be the mounting location or bolts. It's sitting on top of a bracket, so I need to remove this hose. So I need to remove the hose out of the way. You can use a needle nose pliers to get access to this. Trying to pull the hose off. This was taken apart earlier in the previous video. Get that out of the way. And we probably have to take the air box apart. So we may or may not need to take the air box apart. So now there's the clip for the wiring harness. So we need to move that out of the way to give us some room. And then there's the other hose at the end over here. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera very well. There's a hose behind here. So the hose is located over here for the other end of the purge valve. It may be difficult for you guys to see. Get the clamp out of the way. So we want to spray some silicone spray just to make it easier to get this out.
If you want, you can remove the air box out of the way just to make it a tad bit easier. I'm going to spray this down. Just to give us a little bit of some extra room. So we have some good access now, so we can get this out. So you're going to be needing a pick tool or something to pull back on the hoses, or to pry on the hoses. Trying to spray some silicone stuff so I can twist and turn the hose and get it out without damaging it. These hoses are fairly old, so for some of them I can't find the replacement at this particular time. Just I cut myself a bit. It's out now. I cut myself. So now we need to try to figure out a way to get this out from the holder, the bracket. There's a tab here which you need to push out from the inside, I believe, to get this out. I'm not sure. So I have the new part here. This is the part number. It's directly from the Kia dealership. I believe that this just should be able to slide in, because it's held against the bracket. So we'll probably spray some penetrating oil on the bracket and see if that helps to get the purge valve out. Should be able to slide it out after pushing out the bracket piece. I have to get the hose and stuff out of the way to get this out. So there's a vacuum hose clamp that's in the way, so we can get that out of the way. I don't think you need to remove the hose completely, just need to get the clamp out of the way and should be able to get this out then. Probably bend the bracket a tiny bit. It won't do any harm to get it out, and then you should be able to get it out then. Install the new part. And then should be able to slide right in. You can bend the bracket back a little bit. Reinstall the hoses. And spray some the silicone spray, just to make it easier to get it in. Install the clamp back onto the hose. And don't forget to reposition the clamp that was moved earlier for the vacuum hose. And this, we probably have to use a clip or zip tie, maybe, I don't know. We can get this back in if it stays in there. It seems like it stays in there, so there's no need to add anything, because I broke it. The plastic piece broke earlier. So now reinstall the hose for the other end of the purge valve. Reposition the clamp. reinstall the connector. Make sure it clicks and goes all the way in. I believe that this one was the one that I broke off earlier for the clip. This clip here is supposed to go clamp onto there, so maybe we can put a zip tie or something. So we'll install a zip tie through the opening, just to hold down onto this, and we'll leave the plastic piece that's on there just in case. And that should be fine. Cut off the excess. So make sure that everything is in, and then after just reinstall the air box, and then you should be all good to go. And then we need to clear the codes after that. So now we just need to reinstall everything back, air box, and that's it. And the air ducts work. Just making sure everything is in properly. I have some issues with the screws here, so I had to fabricate something. They keep on coming off every time, so I need to fix that up. But you just need to reinstall the engine cover, clear the codes, and that's it. So once you're done, just clear the codes, and that's going to be it. It will probably take a week or two for the EVAP monitor to run and set, because there are sometimes you can't force the EVAP monitor test to run directly, and the fuel tank fuel level has to be at a certain threshold for the monitor to run. So just clear the codes and just drive the vehicle for a week or two, and that's it. We have already confirmed that the vapor filter part has a crack in it, because that's where it was leaking when I did the diagnostic. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And please don't forget to hit that bell notification if you haven't done so. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day and take care.